The Butler Girl strikes again, teaching our goddess viewers how to be more organized and time efficient. Welcome, Kathy Russell of the Butler Girl. It's so nice to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So let's face it, not a lot of us are very time efficient because we're running from A to B and all over the place. You are the master of organization. I know because I've utilized your services time and time again. So why don't you share some of your expertise and how we become more time efficient and more organized?
Absolutely. Today, everybody is so busy running around, doing things that they don't have time to do. So my job is to try and help them. So when you're at home and all your mail comes in, your bills, your newspapers, and you don't know what to do with them, I often suggest that you put a tray, 3 or 4 tiers, whatever works for you in your home, and use your top tray as your for your mail, incoming mail. And then I always try and get clients to have empty envelopes and stamps ready to go so that as you pay the bill, you can mail it.
I love that because I run around the house looking for that little envelope with the stamps all the time in my top junk drawer.
Exactly.
So that's brilliant.
That's why we like to keep those there. And then that reminds you that you need to pay those bills and get them mailed. The second tray, you can put your personal mail, postcards, whatever comes in that's not urgent. And then keep your last tray for your newspapers, catalogs, whatever comes in that is not important. You can look at it when you have time.
And do you think it's important that I'm a very visual person to have things set up in your home that are so visually based to keep you organized?
Yes, because what happens is if clients put stuff in closed boxes, they forget about it. So this way it's front and center, it's clear, you can see what's on top, which is most urgent to mail or to pay the bill. The rest you can look at later. And you can see they're clear trays so that you know there's stuff in them that you do need to look at.
Perfect.
Okay.
What else do you have for us?
Okay, so the other thing that I like to suggest to clients is I have to-do pads here, and I like to give them a to-do pad. So every time you think of something that you have to do and you're like, oh, I don't have time to get to it, I urge them to write on the to-do pad what they need to get done, and then if they don't have time to do it, that's what I'm here for. They give me the list and away I go.
Okay, so share with me. Is it best to have one to-do pad or do you have them around the house for various projects?
It's best if you can have one to-do pad so that everything is central. If you start making lists all over the house, you lose the lists.
True.
Or if you put post-it notes all over the place, sometimes they don't stick or you forget where you put them. So keep your pad where you are the most likely to sit down and write, oh my God, I need to get this, I need to do this. Usually the kitchen table or the kitchen counter is where most clients use the pads.
Got it.
So
what's next?
Okay, and the other thing, since we're speaking about the kitchen areas, kids' homework is just a drainer for most parents because they don't have a lot of time when they get home from night at work. So when it's time to sit down and do homework, the kids are usually, oh, I can't find my pen, I can't find my stapler, I can't find the tape. So my recommendation is to make a little homework box where you keep a lid on it. It's plastic, you can see through it. It's got Scotch tape, scissors, hole punch, whiteout, paper clips, stapler, eraser, ruler, pencils, anything and colored crayons at the bottom, anything that you would need to do your homework at any age.
That's so smart because again, like the stamps, we're running around always trying to look at things last minute and it doesn't work that way. Everybody gets unhappy in the under household, so this would be perfect to do. Yeah,
and that's why people get so frustrated, and by the time the kids sit down to do homework, they don't want to do it because it's taken so long to find stuff. So if you keep everything in there and then they put it all back, it's ready for the next day's homework.
Got it.
Okay. The other thing for home filing is back to this. Once you've gone through your mail and stuff, anything that you don't need, maybe on the weekend or when you have time, is just to file it in a folder like this. This is a nice, easy container. They're very cheap. You just put your file folders in it, and you can keep it under the dining room table, beside the cabinet, anywhere that you can visually see it, but it's accessible that you can put your files in. So I always say to encourage clients to put their to-do things in here, important documents, paid bills, medical stuff, and school stuff.
So
everything you need is in. Yeah.
Anything that's not current goes in there.
Goes in here, absolutely.
Okay. What's next?
From there to filing.
Perfect.
This is just it's called pop-up recycle bin, and these are fantastic. Something new that's come out. You just pop it up like this. And you can use it for recycling, or if you're traveling or in the car, just keep it. And then once it's full, you just pull it up, pull the string, and it's ready to go in the garbage.
I love that. What
Yeah,
a great
so-
favorite find.
Yeah, it's great for the backyard. It's great if you're going camping. It's great to have in the car as well. And then over here is the, this is just a box of Ziplocs and a Sharpie marker that I keep so that any odds and ends, you want to just write on it what it is and put it in there. So, okay, and over here, I have a lot of clients that have a cluttered closet and they don't know what to do with it. Usually they have too many clothes, but in this case, what I want to explain to you is when you hang your clothes, hang them by season and hang them by long sleeve, short sleeve, or blouses. So here you have your long sleeves, your blouses, your jackets, and then your pants.
And why
Here-
is that, Kathy? What?
Because it keeps you organized. So you know this is likely the darker colors are your winter wardrobe, fall wardrobe, and then into your summer, spring with your short sleeve t-shirts, your light colored jackets, and your light colored pants. So if you keep it systematically like that, it's much easier to manage.
Okay.
And if you use the same hangers, it keeps everything consistent.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and it slides along your closet easily.
Makes sense.
Now here,
What is
everybody
this?
yes, it's actually a shoe rack to put your shoes in, but what like to use it for clients is they get to the front door and they can't find their gloves, or they need a piece of Kleenex, or they need a pen to quickly write a note. Your lint brush, you're running out to go to church and you notice cat hair, so you use your lint brush, umbrella, shoe shine, spare plastic bags. The kids want to go out and play tennis, the tennis balls, static guard, your sunglasses.
Oh, that's
just
smart.
drop them in here.
So they don't get scratched.
Right. Sunblock, you're running out the door, flashlight, and then you can fill the rest with your shoes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Very, very time
And
efficient.
it is at the front door, and it hangs over the doors, and it's inexpensive to buy. And then I've just hung here a key rack because it's important to put your keys at the door where you're going to come in and go out, but you want to hang them on the key rack as opposed to putting them in something like this. You'll lose them.
Perfect.
So this is inexpensive. You can hang your keys on it, and if you need to drop something in there, or a wallet or whatever, then you can do it.
And it's great for the laundry room too.
Yeah, it hangs onto the wall.
Perfect.
Now, on the event and wedding side, as a wedding planner, you need an emergency kit, and I carry this with me, and this has everything that possibly a bride would need.
So before we go into that, why don't you share a little bit about the different services you have so everyone's clear in terms of our viewers about your different services. So we talked
Absolutely.
about your organizational skills.
Yes.
And now you're shifting to talking about.
Yeah, Butler Girl Services offers the concierge service, which helps busy people with their lives by running errands, doing their banking, their shopping, picking up gifts, that sort of thing. And then the other side of Butler Girl Services, event planning and wedding planning.
Okay.
So, and that's where the emergency kit comes in, is everything that a bride would need, I carry in this kit with me. So anything from a straight pin to scissors to spare makeup to bobby pins to a straw to sip her water to
Oh,
static
I love
guard.
that.
Yes.
Because we don't want to mess up the lipstick.
Right, which
That's
are-
brilliant.
yeah, which are
That's
here.
so smart.
Static guard, Kleenex, extra lip gloss, that sort of thing.
Because it's true, you never know what you need on that day.
Exactly.
Ever.
Exactly.
Like you said.
Yeah,
So
and there's
important.
stuff in there for the guys as well.
Oh, tell us.
Yeah,
What's
yes,
in there?
there's in there is shoe polish, shoe laces, a pair of black socks.
I
You don't know
love
how many
it.
times guys will show up and they have white socks on. So there's
If people want to learn more, where can
Yeah.
they turn to learn more about you?
www.butlergirl.com.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll smooth out some fall recipes with Vitamix with holistic nutritionist Sherry Doak. And if you like fall harvest foods, we've got the best recipes for you, so stay tuned.